I'll just show you what it looks like here if I can. There's my camera. As you can see, the sun is going down. The red fence is everywhere. What I'm going to do is do a bunch of drawings of the gaps that you can see through. So that's my plan. So we'll start with gray, and then we'll do red, and we'll see where we go here. Now I'm using this. And I don't know, why do I want to draw gaps in the fence? Good question, I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that. So what's interesting about this is, whoops, you can kind of sometimes see through the gap, through the fence rather. So I'm trying to be somewhat translucent, transparent. So you can kind of see what's going on. But the main thing is going to be, of course, a little gap. And we'll go from this gap to another gap. And we'll just do gaps. So you do see the sort of shadow silhouette of the chain link on that side. And there's a little tiny bit of blue sky up there at the top. Whatever color sky it is. Okay, a little bit of black. Some green in there. Corrugated something. And now, finally, we add the actual chain link that we see here. Okay, now what's wrong? I don't know how that happened. So what do we think of this drawing? Let's just darken the whole thing up a little bit. Oh, I don't know. There's a grommet here and a grommet there. I don't know, is this a good idea? Let's go to the next gap. Okay, here's a different, not quite a gap, but it's a different sort of thing going on here. It's the red fence is blown up and over the top of the chain link. So it's sort of a drapery study. being very much more colorful on this one than it actually is, but artistic license. Rears its ugly head again. Oh, there's a little porta potty back here. I get to see raise the curtain and there's the porta potty. Raising the curtain reminds me of that painting of George Washington where he's raising the curtain. I think it's Grant Wood did it, and he's sort of showing the myth of George Washington as a young boy with the chopping down the cherry tree. Somehow I'm reminded of that when I see the red curtain on here lifted up. Oh, my light is turning, going south here, west, whatever direction. Now there's also chain link here all over the place. And behind the red it's dark, and in front of the red it's light. I don't know, what am I doing? Oh, right here in the corner you can see one of those orange, sort of coral colored stanchions with it's like an upside down exclamation point. And behind that there's some knotty plywood, not N-A-U-G-H-T-Y, bad plywood, but knotty in the sense of has knots in it. Here's one of those cable ties. Don't know why that does that. I hate that little thing that makes the thing flip. I've talked to the owner of this app about that, and he said that people love it. And I guess people must, because it's still there. You know, these things aren't. I'm not feeling it tonight. I think if I was out here maybe a half hour ago where the sunlight was still casting very strong shadows, it would have worked better. So now we'll just draw the road off in the distance here. So much for that gap thing I was talking about. Oh, we've got some lovely, let's do the sky here. That's sort of what the sky looks like. Okay, enough of that. Almost everything in front of it is a silhouette. Buildings in the distance, trees over here. I'll add some color to make it look not so black. Trees over here. Telephone pole, or lamp post rather. There's some really neat clouds, if I can figure out how to capture them right now. They're purple-ish. I should have used and there's orange in there. Is that what they look like, Bear? Could you look again? I don't think that's right. It looks kind of like that. Not exactly. But there's evidently some sort of sunlight that's still hitting those somehow. Okay, back to our black. Okay, there's a building. Okay, let's do the street. What else do we have to do? You know what we have to do. We have to do the red fence. There's a gap right there, and then there's more red fencing here. There's an area that's really dark. I wonder if they have, it's made of different kind of fencing material, or if it's just some other reason. We've got this Jersey barriers. See, those are quite a bit further back. That's maybe why they're different. There's some color back here. Well, no, there isn't really color. It's all black. I know that there's green there because it's, you know, there is some green. There's that much green. And on this side, there's kind of that much green as well. But it's mainly just dark. There's a little bit of light coming up from up the street here, where it's more open. God, drawing trees are boring. You heard that, didn't you? Well, I've made this road much narrower than it is. Okay, over here, some little plastic buckets that hold no sticks, that hold no parking signs. Inside of the trees, we've got some sky showing. Okay. Light's fading on me here. A little bit of light hitting the metal bars that hold the chain link. Here's the ugliest building in Somerville. And there's a couple of lights on in there. I guess, you know, the people that live in that building are lucky because they don't have the view of the ugliest building in Somerville. Did I say Boston? Somerville. Some more trees, another building. They're way too big. These buildings are way, no, they're about right. Okay. Oh, and there's a car here and another car there. A couple of other posts. Some more things. There's a wire that goes, goes across the street. Well, there it is. Should I show you what it looks like before it goes away? See, there's the ugliest building.